Welcome back to your weekly roundup of everything that happened in Zenless Zone Zero, where we will cover everything that you missed inside and outside of the game. This week it's the holidays, so I'm sure everyone is super busy, so this time around it's going to be nice and short. First off, I'm going to jump the shark a bit here and give you a new in-game code, which will be on screen right now. As always, redeeming this will earn you some polychromes and a small little helping of upgrade materials. Now, technically speaking, this is meant to be for a social media event to celebrate the new year, and what you're supposed to do is use Facebook Messenger and type a specific message to trigger a response that will send you this redemption code. Or, like I said, you can just use the code I just gave you now. It's all the same in the end. But if you are curious to know more about this, you can check the linked tweet down in the description below. Otherwise, onto in-game news. As for some of the main events that will be taking place this week, starting on the 30th, we will have the Wind Chaser Harumasa event, which is going to be Harumasa's TV schedule. This is going to be the thing similar to Yanagi's and Lighter's, where you can complete the associated agent story as well as some other extra trial combats to earn currency that you can redeem for other rewards. If you have already done Harumasa's agent story, you will get retroactively rewarded with any currency that you would have gotten for this event. Next is the Enna Into Your Lap, a classic login event, starting from the 1st of January 2025, where logging in for 7 days will net you 10 whole Boupons. And then on Friday, the 3rd of January, the combat footage review event will start. This is going to be a nice and simple event where we will be solving puzzles similar to the one at the newsstand event not so long ago. As mentioned, a new year is also technically a new month, so this is a friendly reminder to go out and buy the discounted tapes from the Signal shop and the A-Rank copies if you do need them. And also, while you're at it, you can clear out the shop over at Scott Outpost 2. On a somewhat smaller scale though, another friendly reminder is for the weekly reset. For those of you who decided to speedrun everything to completion for the Into That Pale Wasteland event, don't forget that the one thing you do still need to do is the investigation commission. Since you can only do one per week and you need a total of 3 completions to get all of the timed exclusive rewards. Speaking of resets though, on Friday, Shiyu Defense is also resetting. The new buff that will be in place is of course going to be benefiting both Miyabi and Harumasa, with a 20% increase to both electric and ice damage, and when attacking enemies affected by an anomaly, agents will also receive a 20% crit rate and a 40% crit damage increase. Moving over to the social media side of things next. As mentioned, we kind of already went over the New Year code event, but there are still some Christmas events to go over. The first is the Christmas Wishing Well event featuring Section 6 over on HoYoLab. Now, this is an interesting one because the way it works is that you can choose on a poll one of 4 prizes. Miyabi's prize is a Razer Kraken Kitty headset, so you can have ears to match hers, I guess, although they're nowhere near as long. Harumasa's prize is a PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Yanagi's is an Apple Pencil, and Sokaku's is a $50 Amazon gift card, which I guess you could spend on food to fit the Sukaku theme. Now, the catch is that you can only choose one of these 4 prizes to take part in, and you are then entered into a lucky draw for that specific item. So there's an interesting sort of metagame type of thing where, do you go for the popular item with a lower chance of winning, or do you go for the slightly less popular item with higher odds? But then you have to wonder, what if everyone else does the same thing, and the slightly less popular item is actually the one with the most entries? Decisions. Regardless though, each category will have 10 winners each, so for those of you who would like to participate, the link to the poll is in the description down below. And then there is also another Christmas event over on the official Zenless Zone Zero Discord server too. By going to the dedicated Christmas channel right at the top of the channel list and reacting to the message there, you can be one of 200 lucky winners who will receive either an acrylic stand, a tin plate badge, a bamboo phone holder, or a chibi agent stand. And last but not least, a very small little speculation moment, but the first episode of Hyper Commission, which gives a behind the scenes look into the music production of Zenless Zone Zero, was released. Now, first things first, I would just say it's a really good watch. The music in Zenless Zone Zero has been really good, and so it's really nice to see some of the thought and consideration put into every little small detail in the music. But otherwise though, in that video, we did get to see a glimpse of what is likely going to be some new areas in patch 1.5, since we did see some pretty fancy hallways filled with red and gold, and of course images of Astra Yao herself. The architecture does seem a bit similar to the twin ballet towers, so this might be the building where we see Astra performing in the one trailer. Also, it looks like the concert where she is performing is called Nomical Moment, which does tie in with her real life Twitter handle, which is Astra Yao _nomics. Otherwise though, that is going to be it for this week's news roundup of Zenless Zone Zero. As always, if you found this useful, liking, commenting and subscribing is greatly appreciated. And also, I'll take this chance to wish you all an early Happy New Year. Please make sure to take care of yourselves and be safe and happy out there, and I guess I'll see you all next year. Bye bye.